Why is my desk better?
Because the cats always like to lay under your desk.
That's true. I have better deskness.
Is it colder under your side of the desk?
I don't think so. If anything, they probably like warmer places, right? Like, I mean, that's an exterior wall. No, I guess it's the closet's there, but the closet's warm.
Like, I have this nice little thing that I don't even put my feet up on half the time because I'm like, oh, the cats are going to lay up there. And they don't. They either hop in my lap.
Where it's warm.
Or they stare at me.
Wanting you to be warmer. Yeah. Those are the two statuses.
They're going to love it when we pull out the heated blanket.
Who's we? I've
when
never
I
used
pull out the heated blanket.
The heated blanket.
I love that thing, and the cats love it too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, Chipmunk loves it. I don't know about Sweet Girl, but we'll see.
No idea.
It's gonna be her first holiday season with us.
What does that mean?
Like the first time it gets cold that we'll have her around.
We got her in January. You think it was hot as fucking January?
Well, it wasn't like freezing like it was.
It was hot. All right. No. Okay. That's what you're telling me.
Global warming.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was so warm. Yeah, that's why we had like the heater on most of the time because it was so warm. Do I need to get a divider? We need to get like a table here.
Why?
So I can put a laptop here and you can put the little microphone on your side and I'll have a microphone on my side so you stop staring at my screens.
I don't have a microphone, just that one, and it doesn't stretch far enough. It feels awkward when I use it.
What did I just say?
Microphone.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Are you going to buy me a microphone?
I didn't say I'm going to pull one out of my ass.
I don't want one of these.
Why? Because you a little bitch?
No, they just never work very well for me.
That's because you abuse the shit out of yours.
Do I?
Yeah. I've had this one longer than you had yours, and it works 100% better because I took care of it.
My second one was great.
Yeah, the first one was like defective. The second one, I saw how you just treated it. It was terrible.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, boy. Go ahead, lead us into it.
Well, welcome back to Mindless Prattle.
What episode is it, Ripley?
88?
Wow, she's almost there.
What is it?
You know she's here every week and still doesn't know.
What is it?
It's 87.
Oh, I was close.
That's why I said you're almost there, yes. Welcome back around.
Welcome. I'm Ripley, that's Jordan.
The intro, we gotta do the...
You interrupted me every time.
I asked you what episode it was. That's not interrupting.
That's
playing bountifully.
This is episode 87. And we've got so many things to discuss with you today.
Wow.
Why are you laughing at me? You said to transition
genuine.
better.
We are here today to talk to you.
Oh my god, okay. Have you ever heard the transatlantic accent? That, like people used to do in like the 40s.
People used to do in the 40s.
Like the upper class people and the way they talk in the movies. They're always
Are you talking about like the radio voice?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's got like a specific name.
I didn't know that was the name for it. Hold on.
Let me see if it's that. I think it's that. Maybe it's got the word Pacific in it.
Radio voice. Voice announcer. Is there a name for it though? Voice. Name of the
transatlantic accent. Or is it mid-Atlantic?
I've heard it referred to as Fox movie tone style. What is the radio voice called? Radio announcers are often known as disc jockey. No, that's stupid. You stupid. Radio voice along dramas. Yep, it was easy. Okay. I don't know. I'd have to do some research on it. I'm not seeing what the name of it is. But
so okay. I think it's the transatlantic accent. Some people call it the mid-Atlantic accent. But I saw this video of like Marilyn Monroe didn't really sound like that. Sorry, I burped.
Yeah, I noticed.
My bad. But yeah, like they did it to sound like better than you, basically. But it's like
slow down. Oh, this isn't the same as the radio announcer voice. It says it's incorporated features from received pronunciation and a variety of British English.
Yeah, so it was kind of an interesting blend, but it basically like they used it in a lot of movies and stuff because it's easy to understand and it's like really like soft and like. But I saw this clip of these actresses from like these really old black and white movies, and it's like the bloopers though, and it's so funny because they're talking in that accent and they're like da 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 just I can't do it. I'm not very good at that accent, so I'm not gonna try.
Sure.
But
That's the best time to try an accent.
and then they'll like mess up a line or something and they just drop out of it and they're like, fuck. Like they sound just like we do. Like same and everything. And
Yeah,
I
it
just
took
thought it was
some
funny.
effort to do that.
There's only a few accents I'm very good at, and it's not that. But yeah, you reminded me of that.
Did I? Why?
I'm slurping here.
Yeah, I don't know why you decided to slurp so much. You take little sips.
I do.
Put it down.
I do take
You also put it down on this, not over there. It's very loud.
Oh.
No, that's further. Why would you? How is it every time you grab a can, you have to crush it? Just fucking grab it like a human.
I'm not even trying to.
Look, right here. You see where the root? Look. Did you see how that made no noise? Wow, yeah, put the pinky up. Make it fancy. Like the transatlantic. You fucking what, mate? Oh my gosh.
But it's so funny. I'll have to show you the clips later.
Dude, speaking of the Atlantic, it's in an uproar these days.
Oh, God.
Have you seen the news?
I have not seen the news.
Well, then it's a good thing you're not in Florida because they're getting hit with a hurricane.
Another one?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
What do you think the name of this one is? Do you think it's like a hurricane, evacuate now, you're going to die? No. The name of the hurricane is Milton. It's Hurricane Milton. Look at this imagery. Hold on. There you go. Here's Hurricane Milton. Just for everyone's situation, this comes out Monday the 7th. Okay, by Wednesday the fucking 8th, 9th, Wednesday the 9th, there will be a hurricane across like most of Florida. You should evacuate if you're in Florida. That's just a little PSA. You should evacuate. Milton will kill you. And you don't want to die from somebody named Milton. Milton's also not the only hurricane in the the Atlantic right now. There's like
you're putting my medication to the test right now.
I think there's 3 right now. Yeah, there's 3. There is Milton, which is in the Gulf, gonna hit Florida. There's Kirk, and then there's Leslie. Those are both out in the ocean though, and they're anticipated to die before they hit landfall. But
Hurricane Kirk.
Yeah, Milton's gonna hit Florida pretty hard this week. So you should definitely get out. Like, look at that. Look at the widespreadness. Here's what the north the people who track hurricanes. I forgot what this stood. It's like Northern Oceanic something.
I have no clue. Something. It says go to hurricanes.gov.
Yeah, it's NOAA data, right? Milton is forecast to be a major hurricane when it reaches the west coast of Florida Peninsula midweek. Users are Users are reminded to not focus on the details of the forecast. Like, people will look at it and be like, oh, I live right outside of this protected zone. That does not mean you are safe. Please evacuate if you need to.
Yeah, I think we learned with that last one, like, they're kind of unpredictable these days. So.
Like, point number 2, it is too soon to specify the exact magnitude and location of the greatest impacts. That means leave. That's what that means. So you should definitely leave if you live in Florida.
Not to be too depressing,
like the east coast of Georgia.
Is Florida gonna like exist after this? Like, so much of it is
specific
underwater.
Hurricane? You mean like this
from the last hurricane? It's already pretty rough still. Like they haven't recovered.
Oh, I mean the coastlines are pretty bad, yeah, but most inland isn't super bad in Florida because the path of the last one went up through like mid Gulf.
Okay, so there's a chance.
This one, like the first one went up through here. This one's going this way. It's like, straight across Florida. It's not a great place to be right now.
I don't even know what I'd do if there was a hurricane.
Leave. That's step 1. Get supplies, leave. Those are the 2 steps.
Gather cats, leave.
But yeah, if you actually look at like let's see. You go to Track Milton. And for anybody who doesn't know, you can go to it's called Track the Tropics. It brings together all of the different like meteorological products from across these different websites, and it puts it all on one website for the Atlantic hurricane watch. What?
I'm just laughing. It says threat, and then it's like threat tracking Milton. No
Yes.
threat, Kirk. No threat, Leslie.
I
Like it
told you,
just
there's
sounds
not
so
a-
funny.
It's not funny. Stop making light of it. People are gonna die.
It just like why did they call it like threat?
Because it's a threat to human life. These two, like I just told you, are no threat because they're in the middle of the ocean. They'll die out before they hit landfall. Milton will kill people.
Okay.
Milton's a funny name, but it'll still kill people.
No, it's just the way that they like put the
They're advising you as to what is a threat and what is not. That's not funny.
okay. Well,
right?
if you read it literally, it's kind of funny.
I'm literally reading it. It says it's not a threat to you. All right. If you know an abusive boyfriend named Kirk, maybe don't be associated with him. But
Okay.
then it's a threat. I don't know. That's
And then we're threatening Kirk.
Then we're threatening Kirk. Yeah. Good news though, the dock workers are back.
Yeah?
You didn't see that? That was
No.
last week. The
Good
dock
for
workers
them.
union reached an agreement. They're getting like a 61.7% raise over the next 6 years.
Good for them.
So the strike ended, I think, Friday officially. Like they went back to work Friday.
Good for them. Maybe there's hope for the rest of us.
If you're in a union, maybe.
I'm not.
But yeah.
I'm trying to create my own union of one by publishing my book.
What a long-winded way of saying self-employed. Like,
I'm hoping that's the goal.
oh boy, that's
I'm getting there. I'm getting
yeah.
there. I hope I write my next novel much quicker because, oh my lord,
This
this has been such a long process. I feel kind of weird talking about my stories because I feel like yours was so serious and like.
No, I saw that the hurricane was coming. I just want to put it out because I know that if by some chance somebody does hear it before Wednesday when the hurricane hits, they need to leave. We can go back to our usual banter now.
Okay. Well, I went to HEB, right?
Left.
Okay.
Oh no, you're right. Go ahead.
Yes. So I'm like putting the groceries away, and I bought all these things because my mom was coming to visit, but I don't normally buy these kinds of things. Like my grocery budget's pretty strict.
By these kinds of things, you mean junk food?
Yes.
Okay.
Like snacks, stuff that's not like ingredients for other things, like soda. Like we don't typically buy those kinds of things, but I'm putting them in my car, and this man comes up to me, and I felt really bad, so I listened, and like he also
You felt bad for what, his existence? What do you mean?
no, like because he was just putting his heart into it, he was like and he was speaking so fast I couldn't really like find a moment to be like sorry, no. But he starts telling me about his organization and how they're with a church and all this random stuff and like what they're doing to help the community, and he's like, can you donate money today? And I was like, no, sorry. And then he said, okay, cool, give me a fist bump. So I fist bumped him.
Why?
And then he said, do you believe in God? And I said, no, sorry. Which, side note, I don't know what I believe. I'm just an existent on this planet, like. And then this man's putting me on the spot in the grocery store parking lot when I'm just like trying to go home and get clean for my mom, because apparently when your mother comes to visit, you feel the need to clean everything.
You should feel the need to clean things more often. Like once a week would be nice.
I'm trying to do better. I would like to know how to effectively clean my desk.
Effectively clean your desk? What do you mean? What's wrong with it?
Wiping the hair off and making sure the mat is clean. Like,
Yeah.
How do I keep a desk clean, basically? Like,
I don't know. How about like every once in a while you take the shit off and clean it?
okay, but is there special stuff I need to clean it, or?
Yeah, I think it's motivation.
Okay. That was pretty good. Well, I'm off work tomorrow, so.
I thought you were working tomorrow.
No, remember I just swapped shifts.
Well, you didn't update the schedule. How do I supposed to know
I just got it
things?
confirmed today. Oh, don't slap me.
Well, stop doing it to yourself then.
But that's
That's how I communicate with me, by slapping.
I just pat myself.
Well, stop it. It takes a lot to try and edit that out.
Oh, my bad.
Just like the jingles of a certain cat.
Which one? I wonder.
I've been just reading a lot of like tech and science stories, and some of them are like inspiring, and some of them are just kind of funny to me. One of the ones, there's a cat trying to eat our microphone, in case you're wondering. One of the ones.
Don't worry, she's very cute.
One of the ones that I thought was funny was the war between ants and birds.
What?
Now, if you, why are you laughing?
Oh no, they're at war.
Dude,
That would be a great Disney film. Ants versus birds.
It is a Disney film.
Is it?
Yeah, what do you mean? It's called Ants. It's ants versus grasshoppers, and then they use a bird to scare the grasshoppers.
Okay, but that's not like directly the birds versus
the bird
ants.
tries to eat the ants
Just
and
one
the
bird.
bugs.
It has to be multiple birds.
What the ants gonna do? Exactly.
I don't know.
Let me tell you, down in Costa Rica, there's a the way that ants normally win against birds is they go in and they invade their nests, right? So they don't have a place to sleep. Like they kill all the like the little eggs and the food and stuff, right? Anyway, so I was reading this article, and it says that there's 2 species of birds that are making their nests in Costa Rica out of toxic fungus, and it's not toxic to the birds or like their eggs or anything, but scientists noticed that when ants would come in contact with it, they would start grooming themselves and trying to clean off whatever they came in contact with, and would release like the warning pheromones, right? But then they also noticed that the ants that were coming in contact with it had erratic behavior consistent with being intoxicated.
So the ants were on acid?
The birds were getting the ants drunk with fungus. Look at this. Some of the things that the scientists noticed were the ants weren't walking in a straight line anymore. They were speeding up and slowing down erratically. They had drunk ants in the tree.
Oh, how do you go? Oh yeah, I noticed some weird behavior when this, like, who's studying that? Like, who asked that question? Like,
scientists ask the questions. All right.
How did they know to be asking those questions?
They're
like,
probably
what did they
studying.
see?
They're studying things. They're studying things, and they observe things. They're not like you. All right. They observe the world around them.
I observe the world around me.
Not properly. Okay. You couldn't tell me a lot of things that are happening in this apartment.
Why?
Because you don't observe the world around you.
Like what?
What do you mean, like what? All right. You don't notice lots of things.
Like what?
You don't notice new things that change around here.
I noticed you put the cards up.
Yeah, all right. Anyway.
I haven't looked at anything else today yet.
I know, and yet you've been here for a while.
Oh, well, I had to shower.
Yeah. You walked in, put your bag down, went, the shower's this way, and then walked off.
I am zombie.
Right, bye. Anyway, by observing the world around us, that's how scientists work.
Yes.
And they noticed this fun phenomenon.
Like, I just wonder if they were already looking at them. Yeah.
I don't know if they were studying the birds or the ants, but I just thought that was amazing that they were like, yes, the drunkard's walk is reminiscent of ant workers infected with a zombie fungus.
That's crazy. And they said the ants were aggressive, like.
Yeah. We were amazed.
I love this guy's enthusiasm for his work. God, I wish I could have the same. Okay, I will say something I think is so funny is at work today, I was playing Taylor Swift because like my coworker has never really listened to her, and he's only heard like the pop hits.
Okay.
But what I think is so funny is every single time a Taylor Swift song comes on, he looks up and he goes, "Love Story." No matter what the song was, like 4 times, he was like,
The same
"Love
song.
Story." And I was like, "No, close. It's this one." And I just thought it was so funny because every time he was so hopeful, he would just be like, "Is it Love Story?" You know?
I
And
would
like,
do that too. Like if I knew one name of one of her songs, I would just say it every time. He'd be like, "What about this one?" I'd be like, "Still Love Story." I don't.
no, but like he was serious, you know? It was so funny. But oh, other than that, work is pretty exhausting.
Yeah.
What?
There's always just like a sudden jump off a cliff in your stories every time. Every time, like both stories you've told, especially today, you're like, "There I was getting groceries and doing this." And then a guy talked to me. You're like, "All right, well, I jumped off." You're like, "Yeah, and it was pretty funny. He was talking about and guessing the songs, and it was genuine." But work is terrible.
I
Like, what are we
just,
doing?
like, I'm pretty tired. Like,
I'm pretty tired. I don't have the enthusiasm to care about your problems.
no, well, it's just like when I really don't have any money to spare, or else I am the people you gotta help off the street, you know?
Oh my gosh.
So I felt bad and I appreciated what he was doing, but I just, my tattoos weren't showing because I was wearing a hoodie because I get cold in the grocery store, you know? And so I was just like, I feel like I look kind of witchy, you know?
Because you have tattoos?
And they're the moons.
Way to discriminate.
And the
Wow.
moons.
Yeah, no one can love the moons but a witch.
I just think I give off that vibe, you know?
Why? Is it because it's close to bitch?
Oh my god. That's kind of rude.
Well, I mean, not bitchy to me, so I don't care.
Am I not?
Just like grocery store guys who are trying to save your soul. You know? That's fine.
Yeah, you know what? I respected him a lot though because as soon as I was like, "No, sorry," because I really didn't know what else to say to any of it.
He said no sorry twice, and he's like, okay.
Well, he was like, "Okay, thank you. Have a good day." Like, didn't try to pressure me, didn't try to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell you why you should do all this, and this." I was just like, "I want to go. Thank you. Goodbye." And he respected that, and I appreciated it.
Have you been harassed like that?
I've been harassed in grocery store parking lots before.
So yes is the answer
Yes.
to the question. Thank you for recapping, though. Did you see, I think it was a few weeks ago now, that Brazil is basically banning Twitter
Why?
or trying to ban Twitter? It was something about, I think it was like privacy laws or something. I don't remember the full story, but essentially they, or no, it was like political things or something. I don't know. Anyway, Brazil basically said that they're going to ban Twitter from their country. And Brazil has a very large population, so the Twitter lawyers have been trying to, not have that happen.
Makes sense.
So basically, they impose fines on Twitter to say you need to pay these fines for what you've done, and then we'll decide on if you are allowed to continue operating in Brazil or not, basically. Well, apparently, the Twitter lawyers paid the fines to the wrong bank.
Oh, boy.
So the court said that they're not going to move forward on any ruling, even though that they've paid, because they paid the wrong bank, and the bank isn't transferring the funds to the correct bank.
Why?
Because they need the lawyer's approval, and the lawyers are like, "No, we paid it."
Oh my good lord.
I'm like, bruh, you're about to get canceled in the whole country because you don't want to pay. But apparently, Twitter's been suspended since late August in Brazil.
Yeah, they deserve it. Damn.
So, like, it's
That's how I love it, because, like, you know, it's crazy because people are still calling it Twitter.
Yeah, so they said on Friday, Twitter lawyers again asked the court for authorization to resume operations in Brazil, denying that the company had paid the fines to the wrong account and saying they do not see the need for the prosecutor general to be consulted before the ban is lifted. You don't see the need to talk with the legal system of the country that's banning you?
Yeah.
All right.
But Elon Musk fire like everybody at Twitter pretty much? So they have like a
I
very
don't know who's
small
left at
team.
Twitter. The only thing I see is people getting fired from Twitter for different things. Like we talked about it last week about him and the Super Bowl tweet with the president.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I still think is funny, but I'm like, bro, how you gonna pay the wrong fines? You're doing a bunch of stuff right.
I feel like if you're really all that, and like you're so amazing and like all these things and people should love you and follow what you say, like you don't have to prove it, like you don't need to do stuff like that to like get people to listen to you.
Yeah. I also saw a report that that came out because apparently Elon just hit like 200 million followers on Twitter, and it said that the report said that like 70% of the accounts that follow him have only tweeted once. Like 40% only follow him and nothing else and have never tweeted. Like a bunch of them were just like these are empty accounts that follow you.
Yeah.
Like what do you
Ghosts, basically.
Yeah, and they're like, congratulations, you have a follower count of like maybe 50 million.
Yeah.
They're like, you got nothing. I thought that was
Whatever
funny.
floats his boat.
Yeah, whatever makes Phil comfortable with running the company. Don't touch it. It's sleepy.
I gotta clean her eyes after this. They're bothering me.
So we
Have you seen that graph of like the thing that shows like how about 10 companies own everything that you can see at the grocery store?
Oh yeah. It's like that circular one, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Oh yeah, I've seen a similar one to that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like Nestle, Pepsi, General Mills, Kellogg's, all these other random things. A few I recognize, a few I don't. But wow, it's like the illusion of choice at the grocery store is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, this is the one that I've seen. 12 companies like own pretty much everything.
Oh, I wonder which one's the most recent.
I don't know. We're going through and saving some graphics so you can put them up later.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And
social media homework. Ugh.
Yes, it is, because you said you wanted to do it, so I've been saving pictures.
Okay. Well, send them to me.
I will. I'm putting them in a folder, and then I give them to you, and then you do stuff, and then people can see them.
Sounds good. I don't know what that video is, but I like the picture.
This one?
Yeah.
3 companies that own everything.
Oh my god.
Something.
Is that like their CEOs with like red robot eyes?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's funny.
I saw a clip of an interview with like the ex-CEO of Starbucks where I think it was like a congressional hearing or some shit. I don't know who it was, but somebody asked him, they said, you're a billionaire and your workers are struggling to make ends meet. Don't you feel that gap is a little disparaging to call yourself successful as the CEO? And he went on a tangent about how he grew up on like welfare and food stamps and he earned his billions, but to stop calling or he earned his money, but to stop calling him a billionaire because he earned it. And I was like, that doesn't not make you a billionaire. That just makes you good at exploiting people throughout your life. Like, what? You're still a billionaire, dude.
Papa.
Like, what? I thought that was funny.
Yeah. Speaking of billionaires, Taylor Swift just became like the richest woman in music.
Oh, I thought she already was.
No, Rihanna was, but she is the only one who it's all based on like music alone, because other musicians typically have like a makeup line, like Rihanna has her makeup line or her lingerie line.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
So like that contributes to their wealth, but Taylor Swift only does the music and like very few movies and things like that. Like she very rarely makes appearances in media. So, but
What?
I thought that was really cool. Like,
She has perfumes, incredible things. One side.
She doesn't have the perfumes anymore.
What do you mean you don't have them anymore?
They were limited run items. I had one. I wore it to like homecoming in high school. But she doesn't. it's been like her career spans like 20 something years. So like overall she has done things, but like it's all related to her music. It's like, oh, this is the perfume of this song or whatever, or like
Okay, well then you gotta clarify. You can't say she's only made money off music. She had perfume lines, she had movie appearances, she had commercial
yeah, like she's done a
appearances.
few other things,
It's
but
not only her music. Okay,
like
that's
other
she may
musicians
not
have
be
like
as
businesses,
involved
you
in
know.
businesses as others, but she definitely has other businesses.
I think she's gonna get into directing movies.
Cool.
Yeah.
I
I
guess
don't
I
know what they're
don't
about,
know.
but I have seen that.
I saw a lot of musicians and actors start going into directing and doing their own thing. I didn't know a lot about. I think it was it Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, apparently like close friends, and they grew up and started in the movie industry together.
Oh,
But you don't see them in a lot of films together.
no. I think they usually kind of do opposite things though, don't they?
They do now. They were in Good Will Hunting together, which is apparently they co-wrote that the
Oh,
script for it and then helped direct it.
nice. Wow.
Mm. It
I
was
wonder
one
if
of their
they
first like projects together to get into movies.
that's really I wish I could do something like that. Working like with movies and stuff.
So do it.
Why do you gotta copy me?
I provide motivation.
Okay. Thank you. Every time I see that potato you gave me, I get motivated.
What does the potato say?
Something about positivity.
Something about I don't know. Potato positivity.
That's why I have to look at it so much. Because I don't got no memory.
Yeah.
But it does help. Especially because I just finished my first round of classes and now I gotta take 2 new ones.
You said you were excited for those.
I am, but
Well, then stop saying it with that tone.
but it comes with grades and worrying about grades again.
What were you worried about? What was the lowest grade you got on an assignment? If it starts with 9, shut up. That's what I thought.
A
All
B
right.
plus.
Oh, what a lie. What a lie.
I got a B plus.
I
And
got a
few
B
assignments.
plus some extra assignments, so it gave me an A. Shut up, you.
I got an A minus in that one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Which was driving me crazy. I was like, my previous college, they didn't do like plus or minus. They were just like, you either get an A or you get a B or you get a C or you get a D.
I mean, that's no. That even if you just like, oh, cool, you got a B on your GPA, it's still determined by the ranges of
Oh,
like B. That's how you get like 3 points and something, 3.6, 3.7, 4.
well, they didn't show us
4.9,
that process then.
I mean, it's standard for everything. It's not just
Don't
that
look at me
college.
like that.
It's how you get like, oh, you got a 3.7. You're like magna cum laude, like that's how you
But now I have to
determine that.
worry about it again.
Yeah, sure. That's, I mean, yeah.
It's stressful to not be perfect.
Well, the good news about your stress
Okay.
is it's all in your head. Now,
Yes, that is the problem.
no. Listen to the whole story. Listen to the whole story. All right. Scientists, they're like, we
Again?
understand the brain. Yeah, they still exist despite social media. They're like, we understand the brain. Here's some chemicals and things, and we make you better. But they don't really, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've taken another step, and by we, I mean people much smarter than me, because it took almost 20 years. But they a group of scientists from, I believe it was 50 laboratories came together with, what would they say? They took over 7,000 sliced images of the brain of a fruit fly, and they completely mapped every neural connection in the brain of a fruit fly. It is the first complete brain that's ever been mapped.
Mm-hmm.
And guess how many pictures that they had to compile together to get the map, like the one map together? Take a guess. How many pictures?
400,000.
No. It was 139,255 pictures.
Okay.
And it maps out 54.5 million connections. So they the in total like length of the neural wiring is 150 meters, just under 150. 150 meters of wiring in a fruit fly's brain. Like, and they chose it. They're like, yeah, we can determine now which parts control like flying, mating, eating, like all these different things. And it's a very cool image. We'll put it up. By we, I mean Ripley. She'll put it up. But they took 7,000 thin slices of a female fruit fly's brain and machine learning that aligned the tendrils and neurons, tracing the cells together, right? I think it's really cool because it's a good step towards when they started this project, they had basically no idea how to do it, but I think it's a good step towards like moving on towards mapping out like human brains and figuring out a lot of things that we don't know about human brains, like what the hell it does. And
I think even if we map it out, though, like there's still a lot left up for questioning. But you know what? When I see pictures like that, to me, it almost looks like outer space and like the cosmos and stuff. You know?
Yeah, we're all connected to space dust. It's fine.
It's like, you know, what's that movie where
it's called a connectome.
Connectome.
Connectome. It's the complete image of the fruit fly's brain, a connectome. They have this like YouTube video which does like a fly around of the brain, but it's much less cool. Like this is the first image which we'll put up.
It looks really cool.
The YouTube video is much less cool. Like this is, it just shows like a wireframe image of it. I'm like, why not show the actual frame? Yeah, like this is nothing to me. It's
Is that their whole brain though?
Yeah.
That's the shape of their brain?
Yeah. See?
Huh.
It's a fruit fly. What do you think it's gonna do?
I don't know. I've never thought about a fruit fly. Fruit flies.
Fruit fry. Fruit fries. Fruit fries on free.
Fries brain.
You want free fruit fries?
Shut up.
Okay.
Chili cheese fries sound awesome right now.
Ooh, yeah. I was gonna get potatoes the other day, but all of the bins of potatoes were like pretty empty, except for like the very bottom ones.
That's because people were panic buying.
Panic buying nothing. All the toilet paper, all the water, all the paper towels, still there. Potatoes gone. Potatoes last not very long, okay? What? Where did all the potatoes go?
Where did all the potatoes go?
We're not artificially in Ireland. This is stupid.
You really should help me plant a garden on the patio.
You really should do it.
Well, I need to get seeds and special soil and stuff.
The last time you got seeds and soil and stuff, you put it out there and you went, yeah, I'll water it next week. And then they all died from the heat.
I'll water it now.
I believe in you.
I need something to water it with.
What does that mean? You don't own a cup?
I guess I could use a cup.
Thought I was going to use like a straw and just
like
get a little mini aqueduct going from the sink over to your plants.
Oh my god, you could totally make an aqueduct.
Oh my god, no. You own cups. It's fine.
But like, okay.
Okay, what?
I like having a designated tool for things. Like a watering can.
Uh-huh. How's that designated coaster working out for you? She's using a business card.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, wait. It's her health insurance card. Even better. Designated my ass. You need a designated tool. Yeah, I'm sure
well, I don't have a coaster for in here.
You should get one. I got one.
I'll have to look at one that matches my setup then.
Yeah, pink, green, blue, black, brown. You know what?
Pink and green go together.
Yeah, so does blue and black and orange. Get some orange. I'll get you an orange coaster.
Like literally an orange? Like an orange slice?
Are you talking about the fruit that's named after the color or the color that's named after the fruit?
What came first, the color or the fruit? I think the color had to have come first, right? Because not everybody knew about oranges as a fruit.
Okay.
Right? Like, what did they call the sky when it had orange in it then?
How do you know the color didn't come first?
That's what I'm saying. The color probably came first. That's a fruit.
How do you know?
Because I feel like not everybody had access to oranges. I said this.
I think you can probably look it up.
I mean, Isn't it one of those things that probably happened so long ago that we don't know?
Orange the fruit came first. There it is. Well, we're done now. The word came into English either from Old French pomme d'orange or from the Spanish naranja.
So what did they used to call the color?
What do you mean?
Like before the fruit.
No, I think that we're just talking about like the color existed, but the English word orange didn't exist until after the fruit had been discovered.
Okay, so like what did the English call things before that?
What do you mean? You
Like-
think people started speaking English before they found oranges?
I don't know.
Like, my good sir, have you seen that small round thing on the
No,
tree?
they've literally been speaking English has existed since like the 1400s.
Mm-hmm.
Or the 1000s.
Yep.
There's early English, there's Old English, Middle English, and Modern English.
Citrus species.
How old are orange?
Such as mandarins and oranges first evolved in China 8 million years ago. Million with an M.
Okay. I think that's...
How old is English? 1,600 years. Now,
But
if you want to bet.
When did people discover oranges? Not how long they existed.
Okay.
When did the people discover oranges?
314 BC, still more than 1,600 years ago.
Mentioned in Chinese literature in 314 BC. Nice.
I love it. The fruit came first. You were wrong.
That's incredible. I love that for fruit.
Yeah, I bet. Mm-hmm.
That's a win for fruit.
Yeah. That's a win for fruit that it existed before English.
Yeah, go fruit. Right? Good job, orange.
You know, a lot of things existed before English.
I know.
1,600 years, not a long time in the history of people.
God, we're gone in a blink of an eye. How long have cats been domesticated?
That's what we're going to look up.
Yeah. I feel like they've been around a long time. Like, cats probably looked at, like, people and said, feed me.
Longer than English. 12,000 years ago.
Yeah. I love cats. Oh, yeah. You grunted. You're like,
yeah, I got something stuck in my throat.
I
Crazy.
was like, what a sound. Really, I feel like cats domesticated themselves.
Yeah. You ever heard of the war between a lot of wars this episode?
Yeah, apparently. Who's at war this time?
Private companies and astronomers.
For what?
Satellites.
Oh no, what's wrong with satellites?
No, satellites are the problem. Look, 50 years ago, satellites threatened astronomers' view of the cosmos. All right. So they took this issue, this article from a 1974 article where astronomers were upset with the growing number of satellites in the sky because it obstructed views and studies of astronomy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as you can predict, it's only gotten worse. The conflict between astronomers and satellites has only gotten worse. Private companies have launched thousands of satellites since 2019 alone, far outstripping what astronomers thought would be catastrophic in the 70s. As of September, there are upwards of 10,000 active satellites in Earth's orbit, and private companies continue to launch more. So a lot of these satellites are emitting radiation, which is not necessarily a problem for space, but it is for observing space because you can't see past some radiation. Optical telescopes are now affected. Satellites leave bright streaks across images of the night sky, making the images difficult to analyze. So basically, satellites and our quest for connectivity is damaging scientific views of the universe.
That makes me so sad.
Hmm?
That's so sad.
That's why the James Webb Telescope's so cool. telescope in space, so it's causing and solving the problem.
You know, I love those images, but sometimes they make me panic a little bit. I'm like, holy shit.
Okay, well, you've seen like the pictures of like the pillars of creation.
Maybe.
Creation, James Webb, right? This is the image. Okay, we'll download it, right? Yeah, this is the image that they that the James Webb Telescope created. It did, right? But if you were actually out in space, you would not see this. It would look mostly empty, like much of space. And I watched a nice YouTube video on it. I forget her name, but I'll have to find it. But she does a lot of tech and science stories. Basically, the images that come off of the Webb's telescope are accurate representations of what's out there, but only if you're looking through the telescope, because the telescope looks in spectrums that we can't see for visible light. So like all of this orange color is gases and things out in space that we can't see with the naked eye. You'd only be able to see it with filters. So it doesn't actually look like this. Like if you're flying by, you wouldn't really even see this. I think that gives a lot of people like false realizations or like views of the galaxy, because they're like, well, everything's so colorful out in space, and it's not.
No, like, can you even see stars when you're in space?
Yeah, so you can see things that emit light. But like all these pictures that the telescope was taken are in like the same color scheme, but you won't see that.
They just always look like things in the human body to me. And I think that's what gets
in the
me.
human body.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it looks like eyes or like blood, you know, like just stuff on the inside of us. And I'm like, what if we're on the inside of something else?
Yeah. So like this is the previous image from the Hubble telescope, and then this one's from the James Webb.
Do they look for different things, or
it's just a newer satellite that has better resolution. There's more spectrums it can go through, so it provides more data and more things to analyze. And
okay,
learn.
and like, how does it stay constant?
How does what stay constant?
Because they said they took pictures of it before in 1995 and again in 2014. But it looks almost exactly the same.
Okay.
Like shape-wise and stuff. So like,
sure.
Why did it stay the same?
Have you heard of Newton's first law of motion?
Yeah.
What is it?
Like, an object in motion will stay in motion. Unless acted upon.
Yeah, there you go. Okay,
yeah.
In space, there's nothing acting on it, so it stays the same. Like,
but
there's no gravity, there's no current wind, there's
so like
no nothing.
It doesn't like decrease or increase, you know, like what's in there.
What does that mean?
Like the gas will stay the same amount forever.
Everything will stay the same unless acted upon by an outside force. Like if a meteor came and just went and like wiped the whole thing out, then yeah, like, it would be different. But if nothing ever touches it, it will stay. She stuck her tongue out at you. She's like, dummy.
God. Okay. That's cool. Space is scary.
All right, we'll bring it back down to earth. You know that Texas is suing TikTok?
Oh, for what now?
For violating children's privacy.
Okay.
Pulling down their pants in public, they were. So, on the 3rd... anyway, so the Attorney General sued TikTok for $10,000 for each violation of basically the SCOPE Act, which is securing children online through parental empowerment. It basically is an act where it says that parents should be able to monitor or like restrict online access to different things via their kids, right? So it's basically saying that TikTok does not provide tools to restrict children's privacy and account settings, even allowing information to be shared from accounts set to private, and allows targeted advertising to children. So he's suing TikTok over not following Texas laws, basically. Do you have your rights violated?
But in Texas, constantly.
No, you're not a child. So this doesn't apply to you. You don't get $10,000.
Good for me.
Neither will any of these families. It will all go directly to the state.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Fuck the Attorney General. He sucks.
He sucks. But in good news, Ubisoft's having a sale right now, and I'm tempted.
Anything good?
If you use the code AUTUMN24, you get $15 off your
Hey,
cart.
there's that Avatar game. Didn't you want that?
I did. $15
Why is it
off.
$35?
It's really only...
Oh, it's... Wait, no, it's standard edition.
Yeah, it's only $20 because if you can get $15 off anything over $30. So it's $20 for the Avatar game. But I think it's only on PC the games.
For sure.
But whatever.
You could also check the other stores. They might be having autumn sales. Steam loves any excuse to have a sale, frankly.
Yeah, because, I mean, they get money on it.
They'll be like, Booty Hole Wednesday sale. And you're like, what the fuck is a Booty Hole Wednesday sale?
They won't think that's how that works.
And then you click on it and they're like, the 5th annual sale. And you're like, how? What the fuck is this?
I'm still waiting for them to announce the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag remake.
Apparently they're remastering it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, the remaster.
I thought they did announce it.
They said it's in the works, but that they don't have like a release date or anything.
I thought I saw something about that like the last few days.
Really?
But maybe somebody was just being hopeful.
Remastered release date. Let's see. Next year. Yeah, that's all I keep saying. Could miss the planned November of 25 when it will be pushed into 2026. Yeah.
Okay, well, that was the game that really got me into Assassin's Creed, and like it's the only one I like completely played through. Because I really like Valhalla, but oh my god, there's so much content to get through.
I really want to play Ghost of Tsushima so that when the new one comes out, I'll be ready for it.
What is that again?
A 2020 action-adventure game developed by Sucker Punch Productions and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. You control Jin Sakai, a samurai on a quest to protect Tsushima Island during the first Mongol invasion of Japan.
Wow. Oh my gosh, you just reminded me. Did you see that an unexploded bomb from World War II went off recently in Japan?
Probably. Those motherfuckers are everywhere. That was before we started using timers. We just kept dropping shit.
Oh yeah, it was 4 days ago.
Terribly fucking dangerous.
An unexploded U.S. bomb from World War II had been buried at a Japanese airport, exploded Wednesday, causing a large crater in a taxiway and the cancellation of more than 80 flights, Japanese officials said.
Well, yeah. How are you going to tell people, yeah, a bomb from World War II went off. Your flight's up in 20 minutes. Like, nah, you ain't going to get me on that plane.
It was a 500-pound bomb, and there was no further danger. They are determining what caused its sudden detonation, but this is what the crater looked like.
Yep.
Like, can you imagine you're just like trying to fly and then your a bomb goes off?
There's dangers like that all over the place. Like, not even just from like World War II, but just in any military base. You got to be careful. If you're driving through a lot of bases, you can drive through like near ranges or like impact areas, and it's far enough away that it shouldn't matter. But you'll see signs that say "Danger, do not enter, unexploded ordnance," and it's because some things just don't explode. And we ain't going to mess with it.
That's
like bombs especially.
I've seen that in a lot of like underwater shipyards and like graveyards. Like there's so many unexploded bombs in the ocean, man.
Yeah, a lot of people in World War I and World War II died from landmines. Because landmines are not like bombs. Bombs where like if you drop a bomb and it doesn't go off, you probably got to kick it or like move it or hit it pretty hard or shoot it or something for it to go off, right? Or a little earthquake, whatever. Mines are designed to blow up at like the slightest touch or interference or whatever. So when World War I and World War II ended, a lot of people were just walking around and were still getting blown up by mines.
That is
because minefields weren't marked. Like,
wasn't there a project to go around marking them all?
Marking them, yes. So now a lot of countries, what they do is, or what they're required to do, is set timers. So like a minefield, say you get like a football field and you scatter mines all about it, right? What they'll do is they'll have a remote signal to all of them saying, hey, we only need this minefield active for 12 hours. So at the 12-hour mark, they'll all blow up, regardless of if people are there or not, right?
Mhm.
But if you say you're at like 11 hours and you're like, oh shit, we're going to be here another 12 hours, you can extend the life like another 12 hours.
Mhm.
So, but either way, they'll blow themselves up after you, like when the timer runs out. So you don't have to worry about like people walking through minefields or whatever.
That sounds like a great invention.
It's very nice. It's very handy.
You scared her.
I scared her. I didn't do anything.
Oh, I thought you pushed something forward. Yeah, like your foot. But
but yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yutai. I'm excited. I should get these. I don't know what are they. I mean, you know
yeah,
what?
get them.
Sony.
Treat yourself.
That's not what I want. PlayStation.
PlayStation. And you don't really have a ton of PS5 games. Is there something over there? Or is she messing with this stream?
He's just like tapping.
Oh yeah, everybody's been playing the Until Dawn remake, but I don't really think I want to replay it. Like, I think it doesn't look as good.
I saw a lot of the that looks funny. Horizon Adventure. Hold
that
on.
looks so fun. Oh my god,
Wait.
I love Lego.
Lego. Wait, go back.
Is it multiplayer?
All Lego games are, yeah.
Oh my god.
More. Lego Horizon Adventures.
Oh, it's pre-order.
1 to 2 players, yeah. That's fun. Where's it come out at? Choose edition. Whoa. Okay. Ratchet outfit, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. So you can play as
only for $10 more.
Yeah. Buy for PS5, PC, or the Switch. That's pretty funny. And they have like
Switch?
floating little rings next to them.
I bet Lego games are hella fun on the Switch.
I bet they are too.
I need more excuses to play it.
Let me search.
Maybe I'll ask for that for Christmas.
What is Ghost of Tsushima?
Is it Tsushima?
Oh. Tsushima. Sushi. Ma, can we have sushi?
What?
See? Sushi. Ma. It's still $70. Jeez. What? Director's Cut is included with PlayStation Plus. Ooh. Maybe I'll do that then.
You have PlayStation Plus, right? You have to be to like go online.
I think so. Director's Cut's only $70 though. That's not bad.
It comes like a whole digital book.
Look, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, $70.
Wait, hold on. Does
Director's Cut, $60.
You can only do online co-op if you do the Director's Cut?
No, Legends is like your add-on. The add-on is multiplayer.
Oh, okay. I was like,
it's
that's
just including
crazy.
That with this. Gotcha.
Okay, I was like, that is insane.
Yeah.
Well, I think you should get it.
I'll take a look at it tonight, see if I'll start it. But that's going to do it for us this week. I'm Mindless Cheese Prattle. Sometimes there's pain in life, but we get through.
You scraped my scab.
Wow. Way to just ruin the whole mood.
I am so good at doing that.
Anyway, you heard it here first. She's abusive. I'm Jordan. And this is going to be the last episode. I'm just kidding. She wouldn't let me quit.
I need you. Tell me when there's spiders.
Yeah, dude, there was a spider in our bed the other day, and it ran across my face, and that kind of ruined my nap.
It really did.
But it ruined your sleep a lot more than my nap.
I don't like things.
Yeah, like I was about to lay down to go to sleep, and she's like, no, hold on. And then she threw every blanket off the bed, and I was like, all right, well, I was going to use one of those. And then threw all the pillows off, and had to stop her by laying down because she's about to throw the mattress across the room.
I just had to check.
Yeah. It didn't go well, but that's okay. Take us out of here.
Well, that's Jordan. I'm Ripley. You heard the stories here first, folks.
Ferris, folks.
I was going to say first, folks, but then I
Ferris, folks, got the transatlantic.
First, folks. Thank you guys for listening. Please follow us and keep up to date with all of our news. And we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share us with a friend. Maybe masturbate, you'll feel better.
Okay.
And what?
Yeah? That's where you're going with that?
I mean, not with a friend. Unless you got that relationship. I mean, I don't know.
We
You do
definitely
you.
don't. Well, you guys have a great time. Bye.